what's the production of your city, of your capital?
The production,
Yeah.
75, and
Uh,
it's in a turn it'll finish a siege workshop and jump to 85.
Yeah, and how much does the storehouse cost? 100, right?
Yes, 100 gold.
Yeah.
So it won't be enough to, but I figured I could just rush it out in a turn.
I mean, yeah, you could, but that'll make the city unhappy, and that'll slow growth and cost money and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's usually not worth it to rush things that are that cheap, but if you're
that's true.
gonna you were doing hunters in your capital after this, right? I mean, like, how much does a hunter cost? It's 85, right? That's why you're
Yeah,
doing the siege.
85. So I can churn out once per turn.
Yeah, you probably want some hunters to clear
But
sites, and
you did tell me to prioritize um population if I want to try to get
yeah,
a whatever it's called a metropolis.
yeah, yeah. You probably want to do
18
like
goblins out.
one or two hunters and then just build housing. I mean, the storehouse is
Yeah, you're
nice,
right.
but gold. You probably need
I
it
could I
for
could churn out a couple
upgrades.
hunters.
Yeah, you could train out a couple hunters, and then how much gold do you bring in per turn?
152, but that's with
Oh,
me merchandising in a couple of cities right now.
oh, where are you doing merchandise?
Haven't Fugold because it didn't have anything in its queue, and Illinois as well.
Oh, yeah, you just finished the prospector for gold.
Yeah. In fact,
Uh,
I don't think Illinois was building anything. I should probably build something here.
uh, yeah, you may have an issue of not having enough money. How close is it to growing, Eleanor?
4 turns. I can jump. I can dump that down to 3 if I build housing.
Yeah.
It'll only cost me 6 gold a turn.
Yeah, mostly the housing in a situation like this would be like to bring in more treasure sites in the radius, which there's nothing just outside.
Yeah.
Does it have an archery range yet? Since that adds population growth.
Not yet. Oh wait. Yeah, no,
Eleanor?
not yet. I don't
Uh,
see it as an option though.
if you go to city upgrades, they'll be on the fourth tab over or third tab over. If you open the
Yeah, there's
city,
only a wall and a builder's hall.
that's just a wooden wall and a builder's hall.
Yep.
Yeah, you need a barracks before you can do an archer range. But yeah, I would start going for an archer
Oh,
range.
right. So build a barracks.
Yeah, and then you can do an archer range for the extra pop growth. How much? How
Okay.
many? How much production does the city have, Eleanor?
63.
Oh yeah, so get the barracks done in a couple turns, and I forget if the archer range. Let's see. I might have an archer shooting grounds. Cost 50, yeah. So it'll take one turn to get the shooting grounds. So in 3 turns, it'll have the shooting grounds and an extra pop growth. So yeah,
And
and
then should I
that'll
build anything in Fugold?
Fugold. That's the Dwarven city.
Yes.
Yeah, I might do another prospector. You could there's a lot of walls to mine out, and just having them around if something bad happens, like a big army is approaching, you might be able to pull them back and
Yeah.
use them to help defend the city too. So I would
So
just do it.
with my single Dwarven's prospector, should I just send him off at what should I do with him? Send him to the wall to the left?
The biggest cluster of dirt is to the northwest, just past that trading post. There's like
Oh yeah.
huge amount of dirt there. Um, I'm trying to remember. Dwarves, they get happiness. Let's see. From
Mountains.
rock cavern walls and dirt cavern walls. I see. So it might be worth it instead of like creating fields of barren terrain to create long tunnels, and then you can build cities along those long tunnels. Like you could clear out another city, say, with the prospector.
Yeah.
If you a very safe way to build it probably be um well, not completely safe, but if you dug like a wall and tunnel and then cleared out a little area near that lava river without connecting to the other end, you could create a space for a little say there. And then you could send the other prospector maybe off to the southeast because there's actually a lot of unrevealed terrain there, and you might find something new.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. Due south. Actually, yeah, you probably want to do the exploration first because there might be something cool down there. If you go due south, there's a lot of like unrevealed tiles, and if you just dig a wall and tunnel, you might connect to another part of the caverns that are more like distant. If you know,
Do you
or
want me to
just
send him this guy south?
yeah, due south into that dirt cavern wall. Oh yeah, you've never dug into walls before, so you just
Nope.
basically tell the prospector to move right onto a wall tile,
Oh yeah.
and you got some gold from that, right?
Yep.
Like 5 gold,
Wait.
I assume, right?
Yeah, like 3.
3. Oh, yeah, but it only costs 4 to maintain, so you only have to technically clear 2 tiles per turn to. Yeah, so if you just keep digging like south, maybe south, like southeast actually, since that's the direction of the unrevealed stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. And as you as you keep going that way, you might find something new in all this darkened area, or at least find what the limits of the dirt is and where it turns to rock, if nothing else. Um, and you can eventually create shortcuts. Like you don't have to go around this lava if there's a tunnel connecting. So, oh, are you at war with this Archon dwelling, Zaratham, or are you at peace with them?
Which one?
Zaratham?
Oh, war.
Oh, I was just say if you're at peace with them, connecting a tunnel near that area would help make it quicker to get there for quests. But you probably don't want to connect if you're at war with them.
Yeah.
But you can scout out, like you can enter their terrain, and there's nothing they can do about it because they can't tunnel into the rock, into the dirt. The
Hmm.
Archons won't mine towards you, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing's gonna hurt the like prospector if he's deep in a tunnel, because anything that would hit him would have to come from the tunnel entrance you just dug. So free money and exploration. What's not to love, right?
Yeah.
What city upgrades are in Fugold though? I should have asked that before. I'm assuming that another prospector is great.
They have a barracks, an arena, a wall, and a builder's hall.
Hmm. Barracks, arena, wall, and a builder's hall. You said.
Yep.
Hmm. All right. Yeah. Like, what's available to build there? Yeah, it should.
Shooting grounds, war hall, shrines, storehouse, stone wall, siege workshops, laboratories, or archdruid's dolmen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're a dude. Cool.
I
Yeah, I would just
could
do
go
another
shrine.
prospector. What?
I could stand to have shrines.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
none.
Yeah. That probably after. Shoot, you could have used that haste berries to get the prospector a little further. I was looking at that, but yeah, it's too late
Oh,
now.
I missed those.
Yeah, they refresh movement. He could have dug a little further this turn, but that's fine.
I didn't see them.
This way, if he needs to rush back to the city for some reason, he can use the haste berries to get back faster. So it's not all bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would just do another prospector because it'll strengthen your military and help you explore. Because yeah, the prospector he has a melee strike. He can throw stones. He's not armored, but yeah, blight protection. He's a dwarf. He's tough. +1
Yeah.
defense and resistance for being a dwarf. Yeah, I would just recruit another prospector because mining is cool. And
Okay.
yeah, I think it's like 3 to 5 gold each time you do into dirt. So sometimes it's more than 3, or maybe it was 2 to 5. Yeah, it was 2 to 5. So it could sometimes be less, but it's usually more, or slightly more on average. So it averages 3.5 each time, I think. Each tile. But yeah, you probably got armies around exploring stuff, like up in the Arctic terrain and stuff, you have those frostlings. Oh yeah, you have seafaring now, so you can get that stuff on the river.
Oh, yeah. They can't reach it. Oh, yeah, they're gonna embark.
Yeah, which will cost all the remaining movement anyhow.
Oh well, I can have them enter the
The
river anyway.
what?
I can have them enter the river anyway.
Yeah. Which can't one of them? I forget. Can the one that's to the northwest, can it reach the river next to it by crossing the mountains, or
Um,
no? It has 28 movements,
no, it has to go
14.
around. Yeah, either one I use, it's gonna take 2 turns to reach it.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna take 2 turns, but you should be able to. The one that's the southeast should be able to embark, like cross that mountain to northwest of the Mammoth and embark right next to the flotsam there, right? Because he's got Arctic walking as a frostling. So what should it be? It should be.
Hmm?
It should take the frostling that's to the southeast, that's south of the Mammoth. It should be able to move
Yeah.
northwest too, and then cross the mountains and embark right next to that treasure chest. In fact, that should only
Um,
take six
I don't know
plus.
if it can, because when I hover over next to the treasure chest, it wants to embark somewhere else. It wants to embark right next to the forest.
Yeah, because that's the shortest route to the water. But the game is not thinking about how it lose or let's see, fast embark doesn't pay extra movement when disembarking. In addition, it doesn't require any movement points to embark onto a water, but still soaks all movement points. Yeah, it's not calculating around the fact that you lose all movement points when you embark. So sometimes the
So move them
game's
to the mountains
pathfinding.
and see.
I'm trying to calculate if you 3, 6, 12, 14. Yeah, you probably have to do it directly. You can't move any further to the southeast. But yeah, it should be able to move to northwest of the Mammoth and then
Northwest.
embark right. Yeah, above and to the
They
left
both
of them.
can. They actually both can reach northwest of the Mammoth.
Yeah, they can. That would take 9 plus 13, 22. Trying to. Oh, yeah, the other one can do it and it's not on the road. So, yeah, if you take the one that's to the northwest and do it, and go northwest of the Mammoth with that one. Yeah, that's right, because the other one was exploring on the road. I've already
All right.
explored on the other road for you. Yep.
Oh
And
yeah,
it
now
should
you
be
can
able to
embark.
embark. Yep. And it will lose all its movement when it embarks no matter how much it had. So that's why you want to embark next to the treasure chest.
Yeah.
So that, yep. And he's on a
There we
boat.
go.
Frosting on a boat. Because he
And
has
now I can
fast.
send this guy.
What?
And now I can send the other one along the road to go and explore.
Yeah, and doesn't pay any extra movement points when disembarking because it's a frosting ice scaper. Or, well, it's because it's a frosting. So
Yeah.
frostings are like sea raiders. They're little Vikings. So, yeah.
Found a
Hall of the Forefathers, legendary site. That's tough to clear.
and some scoundrels.
Yep.
Do I have to stay away from them?
The scoundrels? Yeah, they can spawn stacks that wander terrain and will attack you. But there's no point. Like they can move so far if you're gonna. Oh, what's at the southeast? That's actually interesting. Do you see that thing that's got like water
Oh,
sucking
yeah.
in? Might as well see what that is. Heart of the Arctic. When
Oh,
explored, adds morale and casting points. Adds the ability to inflict frostbite to produce units or move. So all Arctic terrain penalties located within your domain.
sweet.
It's a treasure site. I'm trying to understand how this works. When explored, adds. So when a unit moves onto it, it becomes happier, I think. I don't know, or maybe it's only the first time a unit moves on. Anyways, you're not gonna be able to clear it with a single frosting, but that's still interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back later.
Um. Yeah, it's also worth noting the train gets no longer Arctic to the northeast, if you can see the edge of that.
Yeah.
Uh. Yeah. But I would keep the frostings actually have movement bonus in Arctic terrain, so I would just keep moving in the same direction. He should be able to move a couple more tiles towards the heart of the Arctic there. Ooh, a bridge. A bridge, a bridge. Something lays
All right.
across the
Sweet.
bridge. Nice. Yeah,
I've
there's like a
got
whole area
a
there.
wild animal to summon.
Um, yeah, you have a wild animal summon. Where? I'm trying to see. Where is your hero right now? Your main hero. Awanes.
Galbrand.
Where?
Underground in your dwarf city.
Oh, near Galbrand. That's right. Yeah, you were.
Gonna go get that chest.
Yeah, the chest and there was a site to clear too. Or no, you cleared some wisps. That's right. The gold mine
There's
has
3
been.
scoundrels to kill.
There was a tomb. There was that spring of life that's guarded by draconian, tigrin, and goblin hunters and a dire bear. Oof, dire bear's tough. Yeah, you just had these
Yeah.
two heroes and they're wounded, aren't they? Yeah, you
No,
could.
well, actually, yeah. Shane is.
Yeah, he does
They're
have
the ones that.
resurgence, so if he falls in battle and you still win the fight. Yeah, so you could go see what's guarding that treasure chest, I guess. And if you
With
need it, you can
all of
summon
them.
an animal. Oh, did you just summon that animal or it was already there?
Which I didn't summon anyone yet.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say when you summon an animal, it starts with full movement. So you want to move first and then summon. You got two animals near Awanas. I just noticed.
Yep.
There's a serpent and a dire penguin. So yeah, with the serpent and the dire penguin. Well, you could almost take the hunters, but don't they have Animal Slayer? Nope, never mind. I was gonna be like, if they didn't have Animal Slayer, you could try and clear that Spring of Life, but
Hunters?
not.
Oh, those
Yeah,
hunters.
hunters do bonus damage to animals.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah, you don't want to engage the hunters with your animals, and your weakened heroes. Probably not a good idea.
Should I merge up my army before I go towards the chest?
There's no specific need. I would send the animals southeast too, first, just to get on the road, because there could be like brigands hiding in certain places or other things, and just follow the
Yeah.
road towards the treasure chest.
Okay. With both heroes or just one?
Just the animals first, because
Oh,
they're more expendable than the heroes, in case
okay.
there's something really nasty there around.
Some orcs.
Oh, and remember what I was saying? There's different levels of sites. It goes strong,
That's a mythical
epic,
one.
legendary, mythical. That's the highest tier is
Ooh,
mythical. So that would be like
yeah.
mostly tier 4 units. Legendary
Jeez.
tier 3. Epic is mostly tier 2 like you saw, and strong is tier 1 units. 4 to 6 units defending usually. Uh, it seems to be 4 the most, but I've seen 5 and I think 6 once. Especially at the higher tiers. Let's
Should I
see, an
attack
orc.
these orcs?
Spearman, greatsword. I forget what the stats are of spearmen. Oh, they can stab things and they have sprint. Oh, yeah, be careful of sprint because sprint allows the unit to attack and then activate sprint to get movement points back and then
Oh,
attack
yeah.
again or run. Like sprint is, and orcs get victory rush. They kill a unit. Oh, that's at the end of battle. Okay. But yeah, it's got Warcry and Sprint, so the Spearman is very tough. It can outfight any other regular in the game. It's still not as good as a dedicated fighter though, like the Orc Greatsword. So it doesn't really have
Yeah.
as much of a niche. It just allows early snowball. Um, Cannon fodder. That's the Orc Spearmen are basically. It's cannon fodder. I was thinking, trying to search for the word, but I'm like, oh yes, cannon fodder. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, you could probably engage it with your heroes and another animal just to be safe. Like, but I would summon the animal. I would get your heroes like, um, let's see. You don't actually have to. Trying to think. Well, yeah, you probably want to stick with other animals, don't you? But you know, you could go further. So I would move everyone to next on the road next to the castle of the Lich King, between the Lich King and the treasure chest, right?
Yeah.
And then, or at least the animals. And let's see. Shane's got vision range upgrade, free
Should I
movement.
bring Shane? He's at 23 health.
Yeah, he's got resurgence as a hero, so it's not a
Yeah.
big deal if he
Okay.
falls in a battle. Um, heroes can take risks because they have resurgence. Um, yeah, I was just trying to figure out whether you probably want Shane to actually do the. I would say I would summon an animal on the tile with Awanes there. See what you get
Yeah.
first.
All right.
Ah, a warg. Nice. That thing has got. Wargs make good scouts because they're very mobile. They're fast. 36 movement.
First strike.
Yeah, they're cavalry units with first strike. So, and they have overwhelm, so they're great against pikemen. They're cavalry. They're fast like cavalry, but they're good against pikes. So they don't have terribly high base damage, but they're decent units. So I was gonna say is they would have Shane actually do the attack from to the left of Awanes to save movement, and only have him like be the one who moves into the tile, and that
Have him be
way,
left of Awanes.
yes, and be the one to initiate the attack because you might actually explore further on the road with like your heroes and have the animals catch up. And the
Okay.
ward can scout out ahead, and if there's something interesting like another treasure chest to the east or something. So, yeah, I would have him attack, and the others will reinforce him. You have full
All right.
casting points, right? Or no, how much do you have left?
Oh, no, 23.
Oh, that's good. That's enough to cast a spell if you really need one. So, alright. If the RNG
All right.
goes against you. Hold on, let me save in case we get a crash during the fight. We've seen those once or twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, saved. Now you good.
All right. I'll attack.
Yep.
With Shane.
Yeah, because the others are already on a road and they don't have as much movement. He's got free movement, so he can move further than a lot of heroes. He's not affected by movement penalties from like force and stuff. He's also wounded, so you actually might not want to have him move as far anyways. As Awanes. Really? They're going for the penguin. That's dumb. The penguin has, of course, I'm sure you remember it as lifesteal, so it can regenerate. Yeah. It's much harder to kill than it would seem. It already had full health, and it has lifesteal, so, you know, whatever damage it takes, it can get back by sucking it out of the spearman.
Yeah.
Didn't even use his war cry. Hmm. Interesting. Orcs, strategy against them is a little different because they have war cry, which gives them a bunch of extra damage. So you don't want to give them a chance to fire that off. Like, it's often best to try and rush one of them and kill them right away.
Yeah.
That, or
Like
to not let... What?
Should I, like the spearman, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. But if you do that, then the other two will be able to war... Or the great sword will be able to war cry and kill whoever kills the... I'm trying to think...
Should I target the great sword instead?
It's guarding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if you have much of a chance of killing the spearman this turn. Nah. But I would definitely focus on picking that off first. Let's see, what's the range on the longbow there? Oh, already in range. In fact, could even... Okay, mobile cover. What I would do is I would have Alaness move like a little bit of next to the penguin, the tile that's further away from the spearman, and shoot it. And then have the penguin move in front of her and guard. Because you're going to want to try and focus on taking out the spearman quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see how she does with attacks, but... It's got a shield, but it's still... Only 7 health. Oh, nice. Nice. How much damage can the penguin do on a hit?
10
can
to
it
14 total.
It can reach it this turn?
Yes, it could kill it for sure.
Nice. And it'll... This thing doesn't have first strike, so it shouldn't even suffer retaliation. And the penguin will get a little lifesteal from it. Of course, the
Would he do
greatsword
it?
will...
Or do you think the raids? Yeah, do you think... Or do you think it'll just die if it does that?
The greatsword will definitely carve it into little penguin-sized pieces, actually. Something's
Yeah.
going to...
Ooh, what, 33 damage?
Worse
No,
than that.
39 damage. At least.
Yeah, the penguin only
Okay.
has 9 defense, and if it attacks, so it'll only have 9 defense, and the thing will war cry. So
Yeah.
it'll do 17 damage per hit, the great sword.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll carve that penguin into little penguin pieces, and the razor bow will make sure that it dies. Yeah, something's gonna end up dead here, probably, but
Should I sacrifice the shock serpent then?
doesn't have any experience. It's not a particularly good unit. I knew this. The penguin.
He can't make the attack though. He doesn't have enough movement.
Yeah. Can the warg reach it?
Yeah.
The spearman? Because the warg might be able to. No, the greatsword will still. I'm thinking. How? 1, 2. What's the damage on a sword bow? 6. There's a small chance.
Oh, don't forget about Shane.
Yeah,
He might
I'm
be
not.
able to pick it off.
Can he reach it? And can he get far enough, close enough to hit it with his longbow?
Let's see. I hate that you can't really tell. Because the grid doesn't extend that far.
Should be able to move 6 tiles, right?
2, 3.
And he has a range of 5 with the longbow. So yeah, he should be able to finish off the spearman, probably. He should be able to shoot it once.
In the orange range is where he has one shot left, right?
Yeah, he's only going to be able to take 1 shot, but he might kill it. If he moves, he just needs to be within 5 tiles, and if you draw a line, the 5th tile is the max range. So yeah, he should be able to do it. He can move 6 tiles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he moves in a line up that hill, basically, towards the warg and your hero, in a direct line towards your hero, he should be, I think, I would move him halfway or something and see, just to make sure you don't mess this up. But yeah, I think he can take a shot.
Just straight like this?
Yep. Yeah, because... Yeah. How far can he move from here?
He can move 4 more. I think he only needs to move 3 more to be able to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. If he moves 4, he'll be closer to the other characters. Yeah, I would just move all 4 and take a shot at the spearman.
Okay.
See if he can kill it. He might need a crit or something, but he
No,
has
he's
a chance.
guaranteed.
Oh, nice.
8 to 12.
Nice.
Wait. And now should I just block Shane in? Or should I actually maybe... Well, no, I should probably block Shane.
Yeah, I would try and use the shock serpent to provide cover for Shane. Put it in guard mode.
In front of him?
Yeah, to the, close. You got 2 tiles to block to effectively cover most reasonable angles that they could shoot him from.
Yeah.
But the warg can go around behind. So yeah, I would have the shock serpent move 2 and the warg move 3 to create like a mobile wall. So if it guards there and the warg there, that should provide cover against most angles the short bow might try and reach him from.
Okay. And then should I guard with a dire penguin as well?
Yeah, it should probably move in front of Awanes first, give her cover,
Yeah.
and then
Right here.
just guard. Yep.
All right.
That way
That's
your
all good.
ranged units are, yeah, they'll have cover from from allies. Yeah, that's good.
Mhm. All right. Let's see what happens.
Oof, they got bleeding. That's not good.
Oh, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's probably gonna war cry next turn now that he's closer and can hit more times.
Should I just shoot him 6 times with my heroes?
It won't kill him. I mean, he's
It might.
50 hit points and 12 defense.
They do 6 to 10 damage, so that's 36 minimum, 60 maximum.
Oh, 6 to 10. Wow. Wow.
Low chance, but they could kill him.
Um.
And if not, the penguin can finish him off. That or the warg.
The warg's pretty badly wounded. It got hit hard by those archers.
That's true.
Although
The shock serpent I could sacrifice. Although the shock serpent's not too bad at attacking the orc razor bow.
What I would actually do is try and pull back from the great sword with the penguin and your main hero, and charge the short bow and kill the short bow instead. You know, hit them where they don't want you to hit them. They want you to engage the great sword. The great sword is their toughest unit. You should be able to, if the shock serpent goes and makes a frontal attack on the razor bow, or no, wait, you probably want Shane to charge to charge to melee, don't you?
Shane will do 17 to 25
on a melee charge, right? How much? What's his base
Shock
range?
serpent will do 7 to 11 plus 4 to 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have the shock serpent charge the razor bow for. No, but Shane, if he falls, he's got resurgence. I'm thinking about this.
Shane will only take 6 to 10 damage.
What I would have to do is I would have the ward go around to kind of behind the razor bow, avoiding opportunity attacks by getting directly behind it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be able to move behind the razor bow and not attack yet, just to clear a path so Shane can attack it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to have it go back there, like behind the short bow.
Like across from where the rocks are?
Yeah. Directly behind. It's facing one way, so it'd have it.
The warg? Alright.
Yeah. And then while the warg is standing there, now Shane should be able to move so that I'm trying to think if I would have him.
It can flank.
He only gets one attack if he attacks.
Who does?
Oh yeah, the warg only has one attack in the bow as it turns. So yeah, I'd have the warg attacks that the razor bow turns towards the warg. It won't get to retaliate because it spends its time
he won't
turning.
Take retaliation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and it was like something about retaliation on the verge of my brain. So yeah, I'd have the warg attack, so it turns, and now it's facing that way. And now Shane should be able to charge the rear.
Charge, and he won't take any retaliations.
Yeah, he should be able to finish it off with one charge now.
Not quite. 18 to 28.
Oh, not quite?
Yeah. Pretty low, though. Yeah,
you know what you could do? Shock Serpent can move in. It won't be able to finish it. It'll take a retaliation, but then Shane can move around the side and hit it again, and it won't take a retaliation.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
That way you make sure you kill this thing. Because otherwise it could war cry and, it's actually pretty nasty, even
All
though
right.
they're bowmen.
I'll attack it
Yeah.
with the shock serpent.
Should get flanking, so should always suffer, I think, at most one
Yeah.
retaliation.
Nope, no retaliations.
Yep. Oh yeah, and now Shane can finish it off with a charge.
From above or below?
Uh, from below, it'd be further away from the great sword,
Okay.
because you don't want the great sword hitting him in the rear if he goes the other way.
Oh, he'll take a retaliation, really? Oh wait, no, he won't, because he'll
No,
kill
it
it.
won't, because it'll die first.
Yeah.
Unless the bowman would have to have first strike to actually retaliate against him.
Okay.
Yep. And
Now
you
where
kill
should
the
I put Oweness in the dire
uh
penguin?
I would focus on trying to get those guys out away from the great sword so that it can't attack him this turn, or it won't because it'll only get one attack in. Let's see. The movement range of the penguin can move 6 tiles, right?
Yep.
Uh,
By that pillar, down to the left,
I'm
just
thinking.
outside of his movement range.
Oh, that's outside its range.
Do you want me to just move just outside of the greatsword's range? Because he can move 4 tiles, right? So as
Hold
long
on.
as I'm 6 tiles away, I'm fine.
Yeah, you just want to get both of them outside of its movement range this turn. I'm just thinking where I can't see what you can see, so I would just kind of
You don't see a
wave it.
range when you click on the orc greatsword?
Nope, not as an observer.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so that's why it takes me a while sometimes because I'm counting out hexes instead of being able to see the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I would.
I can get him away.
Yeah, I would just get the 2 of them away so that he can't do anything to him this turn. And keep in mind,
Thank you.
Awanesk, if it can move further, so that the other, like, it can move another tile after that, right?
Yeah.
Or so yeah, I would have it move another tile, like south, just so that's closer to the other heroes, because you're probably still gonna need to attack it after this, and then it can just guard or whatever. I was gonna say Awanesk can move and cast a spell at the end of her movement.
Oh, I was gonna shoot him for 2 shots.
Yeah, if you shoot it, it'll be able to charge though, right?
What do you mean?
Because anything that's within the range of our longbow,
right.
it can still make a charge. So
Yeah, you're right. That would be within range. I would lose range. Okay.
yeah, so I would have it like stand on that hill near the penguin outside the range, and then she can cast a spell at the great sword. I don't know if you have any useful spells, or she can just wait
Right
depending on if. I more like
Right
at the
next to
top
that
of the
pillar?
hill. No, at the top
I
of the
can't
like.
see the hill.
Oh, you can't see how the terrain slopes up.
Oh, it's very. No, I see. It's
Yeah, like that
it's
little rock that's on the top of the hill.
subtle.
Yeah, I would have her stand on the top of the hill. I don't think the hill matters, but just so
Up
that
here?
she's
Another tile forward.
another
Or
tile
is this
forward.
good?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then she should be able to cast a spell this turn.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Stoning?
spells. What? It's probably stone.
Suffocate.
You have stoning, suffocate. You have suffocate.
Suffocate's the cheapest one.
What does that do?
15 damage.
That's all.
Yeah, but it's 7 mana.
How much
cheap.
is root spears? I was gonna say root spears might be a good one.
10 for 18 damage, and attempts to hinder. Oh, hinder is really good though.
Yeah, hinder
Especially
will
for
allow you
melee.
to just pick it off at range. So, since it doesn't have any range support left, if you can
Or
hinder
24
it,
damage with stoning for 15 mana. You think I should use root spears though?
yeah, because if you can hinder him, then you can just pick him off with longbows and not risk any of your units. So that's what I would
Okay.
do.
50% chance that it works.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's only 3 more mana than Suffocate.
And it looks like it worked.
Yep. Nice. Now you can just pick him off with Lombos and he can't close. At least not until the hinder wears off, or I think it doesn't wear off for the fight, does it?
I don't know. I think he just gets his movement points back at the next turn.
Oh, he just couldn't move for a turn.
Yeah, it exhausts his movement points.
Oh.
So yeah, see, he didn't do anything that turn.
Oh. Whoops, that didn't work the way I thought it did. I thought he'd be hindered for multiple turns. I see.
I should be able to just shoot him down now, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
I should be able to get 6 shots in on him.
Each does 4 to 8, I think, because he's defending. So.
Oh, you're right. He is defending now.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, therefore.
You may still be able to kill it.
See.
If you have Shane
don't...
take his 3 shots, and then you can see how much damage he does, and I'll tell you what you need to do next.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
6 to 3. Or sorry, 6 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he should be dead. Yeah, 36 damage. He's dead for sure.
And if not, you can always charge him with the ward, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I think minimum is 36 damage, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's shoot him.
Unless they fumble a shot. There's always the chance of that.
Yeah, you're right. All right, and now.
And now Amaness can probably finish it, unless she fumbles. Like, I think she'd have to fumble all... Well, actually, she can end up fumbling all 3 if she rolls fumble in the first hit.
All right, let's see. Should kill him.
Yep. The odds are 90%.
There we go.
I think fumble's 1 out of 10 odds or something. Maybe it's 1 out of 20.
Yeah. Ooh, gold and mana.
Nice.
Nice. 138 gold and 78 mana.
No items or anything, though?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, well. The warg should be able to...
Do you think I should kill these scoundrels as well? Or should I just go explore?
Not with your heroes wounded and stuff. I mean, plus...
Yeah, you're right.
They're free XP. Killing the scoundrels gets you XP from killing them, so... I mean, it's... In the long run, it's best to clear them, but it's barely worth it, given the XP you get from killing them. So I would keep exploring for now. Because XP is almost as valuable as the safety of not having them around. Maybe even more valuable right now, actually, because it's not going to mess with my vassal, Gallbrand. Oh, I was going to say the warg moved further than the rest of the army and see what was...
Okay, should I send the warg out ahead?
Yeah. It's expendable, especially because it's already wounded. And it only has 1 XP. It's highly expendable. Ah, Carrion Bird and Grimbeak Crows. Guarding a Well of Souls.
Drink.
What were you saying?
Drinking from the well will heal units, but the living will be transformed into ghouls.
The living will be transformed into ghouls. Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, so I guess it's for undead.
It'll turn your units undead and maybe do other things to them. I don't know what happens if you drink from the Well of Souls.
I will leave it alone.
For now, you might as well. I mean, there's other stuff to do around this road, maybe. Plus, I don't think a carrion bird is particularly easy to kill. It doesn't have lifesteal? Yes, it does. It has lifesteal and decent stats. And there's Grimpeak Crows, which have projectile resistance, so you kind of have to get a melee with them.
Where should I send Shane?
Well, you didn't find anything too interesting in that direction along the road, so... that's a good question. You could... You know, that's a pretty weak stack when I think about it. You could still clear the Well of Souls and just always send like a penguin or something onto it, so not your heroes. Because what I mean, the worst thing can happen is you get like a undead penguin, or you could shock serpent. You know?
Yeah, the shock serpent. I wouldn't want to lose the dire penguin. I like the dire penguin more
Oh,
than the
but an
shock
undead
serpent.
pirate penguin sounds so cool.
But what if he just turns into like a normal undead and stops being a penguin?
That's true. I don't know. It
I feel like that's probably what would happen.
could be awesome, could be terrible. You know, penguins. It's just it doesn't even have any experience and it's wounded. So I might find out because this is new to me. But yeah, I would just put them on a stack with the rest of the army, Shane, and move
Okay.
towards the. Nothing better to do. You might as well clear the Well of Souls. Actually, your two heroes can move a tile further in the rest of your army.
Hmm?
Your heroes
Oh,
can
they
you can
can.
split them off, yeah, and the animals will lag a little behind. That way, once you clear the well, your heroes can start doubling back, especially if the animals die in the fight or something. So I would do that. Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, you
And
found a Well of
then let's
Souls.
see. I've got a surface army by my capital.
I'll have to like Google
Um,
what the Well of Souls does, or maybe we should keep it a surprise. It's more exciting that way.
yeah.
I'm an hour and a
Should
half in
I?
this video, so I'm gonna cut it
Ah,
here. I might
okay.
even end up cutting in two. So, folks in YouTube, I wish you all the best. Take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home.